Kansas City hates to see Roger Clemens take the mound.
A lot of teams do.
Full count pitch to Perry. Line base hit right center field. Perry makes the big turn at first before going back, so the Royals get the leadoff man on here in the top of the second. And here is Willie Wilson, hitting .283 and getting a chance to play in Bo Jackson's absence. And now, Roger Clemens is going back at plate umpire Jim Evans, and I would guess for that call on that 2-2 pitch to Gerald Perry. And now Joe Morgan has taken up the argument.
Joe Morgan gets in there in a hurry. He doesn't mind if he gets thrown out. He doesn't want Clemens.
Meanwhile, look at the umpires around Roger Clemens on the mound.
One of the things that Roger Clemens brings to the mound, besides that arsenal of pitches, is a very competitive approach. You know, earlier in the year, he drilled Stan Jefferson in Cleveland in retaliation.
And Jim Evans is going to stay out there until he's made his point. And of course, Joe Morgan has to be careful how he approaches this conversation.
Every home plate umpire, you can look at the rule book and see the strike zone, but every home plate umpire establishes their own zone.
Here's that 2-2 pitch to Gerald Perry a few moments ago. That's the one Clemens thought he had, and you could see his reaction.
Wow, that view right there, we get a second look at it. That ball actually broke around the plate, so I think Jim Evans made the right call on that pitch.
Scientists have said that the ball can't do that. Don't you know that?
Optical illusion. Hey, watch this pitch. Now, it will break around. It'll go almost over the line of the batter's box and break around the plate. That's not a strike.
And Clemens keeping Perry close. Talking about relative speed, and while most of the Royals acknowledge that Bo Jackson is the fastest guy on the team, certainly the fastest in baseball, Willie Wilson's better going from first to third. There's a chopper out towards second. Reed to second for one. The relay doesn't get Wilson. And interference is going to be called at second base on Gerald Perry.
Well, and now we'll get a little reaction from John Wathan.
Well, I'll say John Wathan is charging out of the dugout.
And the Duke says, hey, I teach my players to go into second base aggressively and try to break up the double play. And Tim Welke made the decision that Gerald Perry went out of the way.
Let's see how far out of the way Gerald Perry goes. I'd say
pretty good. You should be able to reach out and touch the bag, you know, to slide either side.
I don't think you could telephone the bag from where he was.
And you don't see this play called very often. It's just one of those little things that happen at second base that go unnoticed, but Tim Welke jumped right on it and said, "Not, you went too far out of the way." And then once again, I think the umpire made the correct call in that case.
But so far they've come up goose eggs against Clemens.
Yeah, and you don't get that many chances against Roger Clemens. You got to cash them in while you get them.
This one line off of Boggs' glove at third. That'll be an infield hit, and the Royals with runners at first and second.
Just like Eisenreich, Gerald Perry uses the whole field. Tries to shoot it to left. Boggs prevents that ball from being a double just by leaping and getting her glove on it.
Who is 2 for 2 against Roger Clemens. That one's outside. Wow. Beach ball's anonymous. Out in the center field bleachers. There's a drive into right field, and Gerald Perry is 3 for 3. Makes the big turn at first and is going to hold up as Brunansky comes up with a strong throw. Good play by Brunansky, strong hitting by Gerald Perry. He's hit the ball on the nose 3 times today.
I think most managers will say what works today might not work tomorrow. It's kind of a crapshoot a lot of times, a hit and run, and when you steal and when you don't.
Ground ball, base hit. Gerald Perry with the first 4-hit game of the season for him. Gerald Perry 4 for 4. And that may be it for Rob Murphy.
I mentioned Mike Greenwell's hearing a few boos. Rob Murphy in that same category. He's not performed well lately. And Morgan hopped out of that dugout in a hurry as soon as that ball went through the infield.
And he has made the call to the bullpen. Distressing to a manager when you bring a guy on to face the lefties and two out of the 3 rip the ball for base hits.
That's exactly why he was acquired, is to get left-hand hitters out.